Today, we are going to look at how to configure the CANvu Configurable Engine Monitor gauges. In other engine monitors on the market, configuration changes require a change to the source code. This can be a time-consuming and potentially expensive process. However, in CANvu's latest engine monitor generation, bespoke changes can be made in the configuration files, which can be made by anybody. As an example, I'm going to illustrate how easy it is to change the gauge layout. Note it's possible to easily configure any of the general settings, which include the language, the units, the backlight levels, communication settings, I/O configuration, as well as the alarms. However, gauge configurations provide a visual indication that the configuration has changed on the simulator for a video like this. To do so, I'm going to use Notepad, but you can use any text editor. And in this, I'm going to change the RPM gauge that you can see in front of you. On this screen, you can see that the RPM gauge has a maximum of 8,000 RPM. It has 8 major tick markers, which are the numbers and the markers with the associated numbers, and it has 2 minor tick markers, and those are the intervals in between the numbers. So we're going to change this configuration. We're going to go to the relevant ini file, which is called gauge range, and there we can see we have RPM, we have the first value, which is the minimum value, which is 0, we have 8,000, and I'm going to change that to 7,000. So if I change that to 7,000, and you can see there, actually we have 9 because we have 8 and 0. So if I change that to 7,000, I want in total 8 numerical markers, including 0. And I'm going to have 4 minor tick markers. So those are the interval ticks. If I save that, starting the simulator again, you can see that this RPM gauge has been updated accordingly. We now have a maximum of 7,000 RPM. We have 8 major tick markers with the numbers, and we have 4 minor tick markers. We hope this illustrates how straightforward the configuration of the engine monitor can be. For more information, please visit cantronic.com.